We are on the air, Pops. What time is it?
It's Chomp time.
It is Chomp time indeed. I am Mike. That is Pops. This is the Chomp Time Podcast. This is episode 14 already,
Ooh.
Pops.
Wow.
And it is called Rocky Road.
The ice cream?
Not necessarily the ice cream. I could go for some Rocky Road ice cream, but I decided to name it Rocky Road because of the gauntlet we are entering the last 5-6 games of the year where we go to Tennessee, we play Kentucky, we go to Texas, we have LSU come to town, we have Ole Miss come to town, we go to Florida State. It all starts with this game.
I agree.
It's once again, we find ourselves saying this is an enormous game, and I think it really is.
Yes.
We have 3 segments today. We are going to break down the Tennessee Volunteers. I'm going to let Pop start off with that. Break down ourselves, the Florida Gators. We'll self-scout. And then 3 predictions from each of us, including the last prediction being the final score of the game.
Yeah.
I am determined to not only let you, but make you speak for more than half this episode.
Oh,
And
okay.
it starts right now. Pops, break down the Tennessee Volunteers for us, if you will.
Well, before we even do that, I just want to say if you look in the background, it is none of my stuff. None of my stuff, sir. That's because I'm on the road. We got out of town at midnight, decided to leave for the hurricane. We're on the East Coast. It only takes 3.5 hours to get from one coast to the other here in Florida. So we're on the East Coast. We're heading back real early tomorrow morning. Neighbor told me that check my house on the outside, no damage, no water.
Good.
We lucked out. So I feel bad for all the people that lost everything, but we've gone through 2 hurricanes now within 3 weeks. So enough is enough. Anyway,
and Ian was what, a year or 2 years? 2 years.
Ian was 2 years ago.
Yeah. So I'm glad you left. It wasn't as bad as it was projected to be, but still a lot of damage, and still better to be safe than sorry. All right, go ahead.
The eye of the hurricane hit Siesta Key Beach, which is only 25 minutes from our house. So it is what it is.
I'm glad you left.
All right, here we go. We're going to play Tennessee. So the University of Tennessee, located in Knoxville.
Sure.
Have any idea? 36,000 students. Have any idea? 36,000. Do you have any idea what year this university was founded?
I think Florida was 1853. Tennessee, I think, is probably I'm going to go 1887.
You'd be wrong, sir. 1794.
1794?
It was called Blount College. And then in 1807, it was named East Tennessee College. And then in 1879, it was University of Tennessee.
Did you say 1794?
1794. That's what
wow.
it was founded.
All right.
Yep.
What else?
Their mascot's Smokey. Okay. Smokey right now is Smokey number 6.
Smokey number 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
They also have, the Davy Crockett Davy Crockett kind of person that's on the sidelines with a rifle. That's a volunteer. Davy Crockett was very famous, obviously, back in the day. And he had a 12-man volunteer that he went to the Battle of the Alamo. So the volunteer was kind of out of that situation. You know what kind of dog Smokey is?
I think it's like a blue coon tick dog.
You're really close. It's blue tick coon dog.
Damn
Very
it!
good.
Blue tick coon dog. All right.
Real quick, some alumni. Scott Kelly, he's an astronaut. He had 4 different flights from the spaceship Discovery. Oprah Winfrey, graduate, University of Tennessee.
Really?
Yeah. Kevin Nash. You know who Kevin Nash is?
Kevin Nash. No.
Yeah.
Oh,
wrestler. Very famous wrestler. Okay. And then we have some athletes. Candace Parker.
Sure.
Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts went to Tennessee. Okay.
Yes, sir. Jason Witten.
Jason Witten, the longtime Dallas Cowboys tight end.
And then some guy who's doing a lot of commercials these days.
Peyton Manning.
There you go.
Reggie White, the Minister of Defense, also went to Tennessee.
Yeah.
Is that all you got? Do you want me to go into my
No,
stuff?
here we go. This is their season so far. And that's why these gaudy numbers are there. They started the season against Chattanooga, won 69-3. Then they played North Carolina State, won 51-10. Played Kent State, won that 71-0. They
Yeah.
played Oklahoma, okay,
Yeah.
25-15 they won. And then they
Yeah.
just lost to Arkansas 19-14. So a little bit better the competition. They don't do as well, okay?
Yes.
Here's some of their gaudy numbers. Yards per game. They average 519, the opposition 227. Points per game. They average 46, the opposition 9. Passing per game. 251, opposition 159. And rushing, 267 a game, opposition 68. So out of that 519, it's almost divided in half between rushing and passing. I'll
Right.
let you talk about the individuals.
Well, let me start with their coach. Their coach is Josh Heupel.
Yeah.
Tennessee is 4-1 this year. They are 1-1 in conference with that loss to Arkansas last week. Josh Heupel, first time head coach, was at UCF. He was 28-8 there. Then he got the job at Tennessee. He's 31-13 there so far. Only
Nice.
15-11 in conference, which kind of surprised me. I thought he was better. He was the starting quarterback for Oklahoma. Did you bring the scotch with you?
No,
What
I
is
did
that?
not.
All
No.
right.
We
He
left
was the
fast.
he
We
was the
left fast.
start he was the starting quarterback for Oklahoma when they won the national title.
And he didn't look like this.
No, he was a little leaner. He's put on a little bit of weight like we all have when we get older. But
That's
he
right.
did take his team to his old stomping grounds in Oklahoma, and they won a very impressive game there
Yeah.
before their loss. So, yeah, total offense in the country, Tennessee is ranked number 5.
Yeah.
Total defense in the country, Tennessee is ranked number 4. So, yeah, they only allow 68 yards per game on the ground. They only allow 160 yards per game passing. And
Yeah.
I know they played the first 3 games, but still, that's very impressive. Their quarterback is Nico. I don't know how to say it. I am
Yeah.
Aaliyah.
Yeah, that's about right.
He has about 200 yards passing per game. I think he's a redshirt freshman. 7 TDs, 2 interceptions. They have a very big time running attack. They have
Yeah.
3 running backs that all average 6.5 yards per carry or more.
Where have we heard that before? Pretty much
Yeah,
everybody we play.
we heard it with UCF. So we stopped UCF last week. They only
Yeah.
gained 108 yards on the ground. We are going to have an even bigger challenge this week because it's on the road.
Yeah.
This team is pissed off
Yeah.
because of their big time upset loss at Arkansas. Sampson's their best running back, 587 yards, 12 touchdowns. Bishop is their second best running back, 306 yards, 3 touchdowns. He averages 7.5 yards per carry. They got Thornton, they got Squirrel White, and they got Brew McCoy is a big time transfer at wide receiver. Nothing spectacular yards wise. I think they're going to try and run it down our throat.
I agree.
And
We got to
they're
play this. We have to play the same defense we did. If we put 7 in the box, play man to man. That's what we got to do.
and I didn't have time to look up the stats of what they did against Arkansas, but I assume Arkansas gave us a nice little blueprint as to how to play defense against them and eliminate their 260 rushing and 250 passing.
Yeah.
So hopefully we got a good look at all that film and all that tape that Arkansas gave us. It's going to be tough. They haven't played in Neyland Stadium as their home stadium, which is over 100,000 people.
Yeah.
And it's going to be packed. It's going to be the ugly orange and white checkerboard in the stands, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We're going to hear Rocky Top probably 58 to 59 times.
I hate that song.
They haven't played there in a month. So now the last 19 games, I was surprised to see this. The Gators are 17-2.
Yeah.
Against Tennessee in the last 19 games. Now,
Yeah,
last year,
we upset them last year.
we did upset them last year in Gainesville. The score was 29-16. We were unranked. UT was ranked 11th, so that was a big upset. And at the end of that game, there was a fight that broke out. So no love lost between these two teams. High intensity. It's going to be chippy. Your thoughts on the Gators and what we bring to the table?
Well, as I've been preaching for the last 5 games, it's line, line, line. Our offensive line has got to push forward, and our defensive line has got to push forward. It's like, come on, if we can't control the line of scrimmage on either side, that's football today.
You're more than likely in for a long day if you're
Yeah.
not winning or at least tying on one of them.
So I thought it was kind of interesting. I went online and it was interesting on Facebook. I saw that somebody had printed out the injury. Yeah, we got 9 guys still injured.
Yeah.
The good news is that Wilson is not on the list.
Right.
Mizell's not on the list.
Right.
So we're actually going to have those 2 guys. But Jackson, who's been playing some nice ball for us, he is on the list. So you know what? It is what it is. We have to play with who we have. I just get so tired of seeing how many injured players that we have. I don't know what that's a result of, but it's getting bad as far as injuries that we have every
Seems
week.
like that a lot. I mean, it's going to be all around the country. I mean, it's just a violent sport.
I think that the quarterback situation, I guess, is going to remain the same. I guess this is what we're going to do. We're going to alternate quarterbacks probably every 3 sets. So who knows? I mean, it's been working, thank God. But we're playing a pretty potent team. This is an upper echelon top. I know that what they're ranked, they're a top 10 team. I mean, they have a good shot. They have to play. They still have to play Alabama and Georgia this year. So for them to try to get to the playoff, they're going to have to beat those teams.
I will say something about the quarterback thing. I don't like it as much as you don't like it.
Yeah.
I do, however, find it to be a unique situation in that both of our quarterbacks really root for each other, which is sometimes strange, and I don't think it's fake at all.
Yeah.
I think DJ Lagway, whenever I hear him talk or I hear anything about him, I'm very impressed with him. Same thing with Graham Mertz. They're all about the team. They're all about winning, and they're congratulating each other. I remember when they were congratulating the third string guy against Samford, I think it was. So it's kind of unique. The commentators say it's working. We have won 2 games in a row.
Speaking of DJ, it was kind of interesting to see. I read an article that he and the quarterback Miami, Cam Ward, are donating some money from their cards, they get from NIL and all that, to the relief. I just think that is terrific. I mean, a couple of college kids that have some respect about what's going on in life and are going to donate some money to the hurricane victims and stuff.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Terrific.
Somehow DJ of Florida State didn't get the memo or something.
Well, we don't know who the quarterback is.
Yeah, true. But let me say a couple things about stats-wise with the Gators.
Yeah.
Total offense in the country, number 60, as opposed to Tennessee's 5th. Yeah. Total defense in the country. We moved up. We're better now. Now we're 96th in the country in total defense, thanks to what we did against UCF. So what do I think we're going to do? I don't think we're going to be able to run the ball again. Their defensive line is stout, and I just don't think we're going to be able to get much traction in the running game.
Let me just say this. If there was ever a time, okay, we haven't done it all year long.
Oh, I know it's coming.
We haven't done it all year long. If there was ever a time we need to screw up that defense rated number 4, 5, 6, whatever it was.
Get them on their heels. Get them off balance.
Do some trick plays, please.
For the love of all that is holy, Billy Napier, give us some trick plays. We've been begging for them for 7 weeks. Creativity, imagination, trick plays, end arounds, whatever.
And if you want to keep my wife watching the game, stop with the flanker screens.
If it's 3rd and 8 and you throw a flanker screen,
she's out.
The sound you're going to hear is a loud door slamming, and it's coming from Mama Bear. There you go. You know what I was surprised about, Pops, is I
What's
looked
that?
up the recruiting
Yeah.
for the Tennessee Volunteers, and I thought on paper they would be better than us
Yeah.
recruiting wise. They are not.
Really?
In Okay, so they're ranked 11th right now for their 25 class, but in 24, this is according to Rivals, they finished 14th. In 23, they finished 12th. In 22, they finished 12th. In 21, they finished 35th.
Wow.
We're right around the 15th spot in all those years.
Are they doing a better job in NIL? I mean, I'm sorry, in the portal?
In the portal, I think we're very comparable. You
Okay.
know, I spoke earlier. Brew McCoy was a 5-star coming out of high school, and they got him to transfer from, I think it was USC he started at. So he's the only one that I know of that transferred.
Yeah.
But on paper, again, we should be able to match up with these guys just from a recruiting standpoint. They're playing better than us. They have better coaching than us. I think they've coached up their players better than us. But we do have a 2-game winning streak. We are both 1-1 in the SEC. No matter however you slice and dice them, we're both 1-1 in the SEC. Once again, a huge game.
Yeah.
And the line is currently, now what day is today? It's Friday.
Thursday.
It's Thursday night. Sorry, Thursday night. 14.5 for Tennessee,
Yeah.
and the
What was the,
over
what
under
was the
is 50.
last time that we were 14-point underdogs?
I do not have that. Maybe I'll look it up in post and see what I can find. But 14.5 point underdogs, and the over under is 55.5. So the betting odds people are saying basically you put those numbers
Yeah.
together. Tennessee's going to win 35-21 over Florida.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
14.5 points is a lot of points.
It's an awful lot of points. I mean, it's not like, I mean, yes, we're not having the greatest season in the world, but at least we've turned around a little bit. I'll say this about the Gators. You know, we played Miami, top 10 team, okay? Texas A&M, top 15 team,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
I mean, Mississippi State, no, but at least they're an SEC team, all
Yes.
right? And
On the
now, you
road.
know, we're playing Tennessee. We have not had the easy schedule that basically they started out with Tennessee.
Yeah.
So hopefully we've learned something. I think the last couple of games we've learned something. Our line play has been better. It's going to really have to be good this week.
As
This week.
upset as you have been and I have been with
Yeah.
this season so far and how
Yeah.
unprepared we looked at times and how listless we've looked at times, I was hoping that we would be 4-1 through
Yeah, I
5 games.
remember. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we're 3-2.
Well, as bad as we make things out, um, we've had an awful lot of injuries that haven't helped us out at all. We've gone to what we thought was going to be a couple of sets or a couple of plays for DJ has gone outright to getting his own series. So
Yeah.
it's kind of been a unique season so far. This is a big game. If we had the opportunity to win this game, this would change the whole season.
Of course. So
It would
tell me
change the whole season.
what do we have to do? One thing we have to do on defense to win this game. Tell me one thing we have to do.
We have to stop the run.
Done. That's exactly right. That's a correct answer, sir. Tell me
Thank you, sir.
one thing we have to do on offense to win the game.
We have to pass.
I agree with that. I
Yeah.
think we have to go back to fun and gun, which is why I'm wearing this shirt. It's back, I think it's from the 90s. I want to go
Yeah.
back to fun and gun, throw it all around the field. We'll mix in the runs here or there, but throw it all around the field with both our quarterbacks. They have shown me that they can complete them at a high percentage. You got to get the ball out of their hands quickly at times, but throw them off balance with some creativity.
Speaking of the fun and gun, did you happen to see the coach, the old ball coach, talk about this game?
He's like us. He's up and down.
But
He thinks we're going to win.
Did you hear what he said?
He thinks we're going to win.
Says we're going to upset him. That's what he said. That's what the old ball coach said.
I mean, yeah, if we stop the run, if we make this guy throw, he doesn't impress me much as a passer, nor do their wide receivers. Their running backs scare me a little bit. Their offensive line scares me a little bit. Make them throw. If they beat us throwing the ball, so be it. We will try and run the ball against them.
This is also going to be a very difficult stadium to play in. You know, this is the stadium that they in Michigan over a decade would add seats at the end of the year to try to get the number one, attendance record type thing. I think the Big House has the most. I think right now, I could be wrong about that, but they and Tennessee have been the top two teams. But now you have other teams. Penn State has over 100,000.
Yeah.
There's, Ohio State is right there. I mean, but playing at Neyland Stadium, it's, with that stupid orange checkerboard.
Yeah.
The stupid song. I mean, I hate that song almost as much as I hate the Indian damn song.
Ooh.
Yeah. Don't even go there. Don't even go there.
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I don't want to say it's a win-win because everyone thinks we're going to get blown out.
Yeah.
Even with what UT put up against Arkansas, and Arkansas is fine; they're an SEC team, but they weren't ranked, were they?
No.
So everyone thinks we're going to get blown out. Let's go into our three predictions because I'm just about ready to tell you what I think is going to happen. But our three predictions: I'm going to give you two, then I'm going to do two, and then you'll do your final score. I'll do my final score. So three predictions, your first two. Go ahead.
We're going to pass for over 350 yards total between the two quarterbacks.
Wow. If we do that, we're winning.
And
over 350. All right.
Over 350, yeah. Because we're not going to have any rushing yards. We're going to just keep on passing the ball.
You're telling me what?
My second prediction?
Yeah.
2 trick plays.
2 trick plays?
Yes, sir.
You think he's been watching the Chomp Time podcast?
I'm telling you, it's going to happen. This is the week.
2 trick plays. Well, I will say one thing about your 350 yards passing. I believe they only have like 4 or 5 sacks on the year at Tennessee. So they don't have any major pass rushers. They just stop you at the line. At the point of attack, they're going to stop the running back. So my first prediction is Mertz is going to throw for 200 yards plus and 2 touchdowns. Well, it's a little bit more conservative than what you're saying, but I think Mertz is going to have a good day. My second prediction is Tennessee will run the ball for 250 yards. I think UCF gave up on it early. I don't think Tennessee will do that. I think they will just continue pounding it. But we'll see. Your thoughts on the final score?
I'm kind of with the coach, the old ball coach here. I'm thinking 31-30.
Gators?
Yes, sir.
Wow. So Pop says the Florida Gators winning 31-30 in Neyland in what would be easily the biggest win of Billy Napier's career as the head coach of the Mighty Gators. I have Tennessee 31, Florida 26.
Thank you. I want you to keep on betting against us. You might be the good omen for us.
I think it's going to be a close game throughout, and I'm hoping that it is because to me that keeps kind of the program somewhat together if it's a close game throughout. If we get blown out of the building, if they win like 41-10 or something, Tennessee. So let's just hope we keep it close.
So this is a 3:30 Eastern time game, correct?
No, it is not. 7 o'clock.
This is the night game, 7 o'clock. Okay.
7 o'clock p.m. on ESPN. I will be working. So I will once again promise to everyone in my section from 7 to roughly 8:30.
Yeah.
You will only be allowed to talk to me at certain points.
All right, that's fair.
timeouts, end of quarters, or halftime.
Sir, can I?
Sir,
I'll be with
sir,
you.
just wait a minute. I was there 3 minutes ago. Just chill out. No, your mashed potatoes are not ice cold. I felt them in the back. They were lukewarm at least. Let me go get a piece of ice. I'm going to bring it out to you, and I'm going to let you feel what a piece of ice feels like. Oh my God. And I
Listen,
got another news. I got some more news for people that might be in my section.
yeah.
What's it like in our patio? It's the same exact temperature in our parking lot that you just came in from. What
Hey,
else?
do you know what you should make another rule? Say, listen, if you want to talk to me, you need to have your phone on the game so as you give me your orders, I can watch the game and write it down at the same time.
Excuse me, sir. Where are your bathrooms? There are 4 corners in just about every building you're in. The bathroom is usually in one of the corners. That corner over there is all windows, as you can see. That corner over there is windows and tables. That corner is the kitchen. Which corner do you think it is?
With the sign that says
Probably the
restroom?
one
Is there a
that
sign that
has the
says
sign
restroom?
that says restrooms. No, I can't wait. It's going to be a fun shift that Saturday night, buddy. I might get fired. I might be forced to get a new profession.
Well,
But
I'm hoping that we're going back early tomorrow morning. Geez, in about not too long. I mean, because of what it's late now, but we're gonna get a few hours sleep, head out. I'm hoping that we get power by Saturday.
yeah, yeah.
We still don't have power, so I got a generator. So, but the problem is the generator is great. I can get electricity, but I don't have the cable.
Well, I'm glad that you two work together as a team. You find a way to the safest place.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm really happy that you left, even though it didn't turn out as bad as it could have been. Better safe than sorry every time.
I agree. I
And
agree.
yeah, safe travels back. Hopefully, everyone in Florida is okay. Obviously, there's people that went through a lot of destruction. We'll find a way through together. Yeah. Hey, I'm Mike. That's Pops. This was a Chomp Time podcast. This was episode 14, which I called Rocky Road. The gauntlet begins on Saturday. Do we start with a win or a loss? Let's hope for a win. Let's hope that I'm wrong for the 3rd week in a row.
Like it.
And for the love of God, come on, Gators.
Get up and go.
Take care, everybody.